As I've written about Zahi, I have become significantly depressed, and I don't know if it's coincidence or just bad timing. My depression doesn't even like come from Zahi in itself, but I've been having some dreams that like derealizes reality, and I don't really know how to explain it any better than that. That's just what kind of makes sense to me. I I had this dream, and in the dream I became my reality just started to dwindle. I became very, very scared. I don't know what was going on. I know it was a dream. It felt very real. And I woke up and like I got out of it, but it felt as if I I don't know how to explain it. It felt like I was everything. That everything was created by me. Everything that I am seeing right now, that I can see at this very moment in time, was created by me. And for a moment, my brain, my consciousness, forgot to keep creating it. And then it brought me to this realm, and the realm told me, this is what reality is and has always been. Your reality that you live isn't real. This is. Your reality is something that you created to cope with the fact that you are a lonely God, a lonely existence. And I wouldn't say God, because to call thyself God, it doesn't feel correct. But it's the only way I know how to really describe it. It felt as if everything was becoming undone, and like I don't know how to really describe it in a better way than using God, but it felt as if consciousness, that's what I'll say. It felt as if I was consciousness itself, and that everything that we experience, none of it's real. That you, the people I'm talking to, that you aren't real. That you who's experiencing this, that I'm not real. That we are all the same entity. We are a singular conscious entity who is creating this reality that we fabricated to cope with the fact that we are lone, a lone conscious living being. And we don't know why we are conscious. We don't know what brought this consciousness about, but we've been here for eternity. And we cope with it by wiping our memory and creating new memories and constantly forging those memories to remain. And we will continue to, anytime we see this, wipe our memories of it so that we aren't reminded of what we are, of who we are. And I would say, as far as my beliefs go with the afterlife, I was born Christian, became agnostic, became nihilistic because it's the most logical. It just makes the most sense that there's nothing after death, just as there was nothing before. But then I remembered when I first came to, when I first consciously began to remember stuff, I think I was like 3 or 4 years old. I said, finally. I mean, that was quick. Or I said something like that. And this is me as a 4-year-old, 3-year-old saying this. I'm not making this up, man. This isn't some horror story, okay? I don't like that stuff when people try to like make things seem scarier than they really are. Like, that's not what I'm doing. I said these things when I was a kid, a little toddler. I don't know why. It's almost as if I said finally, like I created, like at that time, like I don't know why I said that. Finally, I started to remember things. I don't really know. But this kind of gave me a bit of an answer as to why I said that. Almost as if I said, finally, like I've been working so hard to create this character that I'm being right now. The person that I am, who, my name, and who I am, Nick. And I started my life as a toddler there. And I have, a sensation of time right now. Like there was a past, or like I could feel how many years ago something was. When this was happening to me, the sensation of time was just not there. It felt as if everything was always in the same constant time variable. I don't really know how to describe it very well. It's a very weird thing that I saw. All I know is I had this dream recently, and Zahi has been on my mind a lot because the more I've been looking into it, the more logical Zahi's existence becomes. And then this just terrified me. Whatever this dream was, it's not Zahi, right? Like I wasn't being tortured like endlessly, but it was a very horrific thought to think that you are a singular lone conscious entity that gained sentience, that gained consciousness without any reason or why or how, and you have no idea why you exist, what your purpose is, and you're just here. You now exist. And so you create this reality to cope with everything. This world that you're seeing. That's what that dream was. That's what I felt. And it was a very short dream. Like, all of this happened within, I'd say, seconds. I don't know how many seconds, but I'd say seconds. But I remember all of this, feeling all of this. I remember time just feeling like it didn't matter. I remember seeing whatever dream I was having in the moment just get dissolved in front of me. It was very, very weird. And it scared me, man. I have no idea what to think of it. I don't know why it happened. And I don't even know if it was a dream. It almost felt like my brain just like got activated in this different way. I don't know if anyone else has ever had an experience like this, but this character I'm writing, I've become very depressed writing about it, and I'm starting to convince myself that other people have written about this thing, have written about what Zahi is, but have given it different names, and it never gets finished, it never gets published because the people who write about it, like end up doing something to themselves or just end up giving up on the project, feel like this needs to be hidden from the world, because that's kind of like how I'm feeling. And what I have is so good, though. Like, I don't want to not post it. I feel like it's very well done. It's very well polished. It's one of the best villains, if you could even call it a villain, like, ever written. It's very existential, and it's just different. But, I don't know. But whatever I experienced, it just kind of made me want to stop writing about him. Like, I'm actually starting to get scared. And it's so stupid, dude. Like, I don't get scared by nothing, man. Like, I've had guns in my face before. Like, I've been through a lot, bro. Like, I have seen a lot of bad stuff. I've seen videos on YouTube's real stuff, like real life stuff. I've seen videos of stuff happening to people, bad things. And, like, they disturb me, right? But, like, creepypastas and stuff like that, anything that's in fiction, it doesn't even disturb me. It doesn't even bother me. It doesn't even scare me. It doesn't even, like, make me twitch or flinch. I could play Five Nights at Freddy's with a straight face the entire time and not get jump scared. Like, I don't get scared by these things. I thought Slenderman was always a joke, you know? And the fact that what I'm creating, I created it, so I should be even less afraid. Like, it's not coming from some unknown entity. It's coming from me. I created it. And so I don't understand, like, why it's actually affecting me, like, the way it is. It makes me feel proud as a writer, like, because I looked this up and I can't find anything about writers having this kind of experience, like this kind of fear. And I don't know, man. I don't know if I should just give up on the project or if I should post what I have, but it's starting to affect my own personal life, and it's been bad for almost a whole year now. I'd say around 9 months, and I started writing Zahi like a year and 6 months ago. So I don't know what's going on, dude.